Hey friends, happy Saturday. Today is August 16th and it's 10:50 at night. So it's been a long emotional day today. And I wanted to kind of like clear my mind and just craft. Because, crafting uplifts my spirit and everything. And I just love it. So one of my favorite cousins, I've mentioned her in my videos before, Ebony. She had a small business called That's So Cute, Gifts and Creations. She passed away last Saturday. So today was her funeral services in Greensboro. So it's been a very unexpected passing and, a rough week. So today was the services. So, I wanted to come home and kind of like unwind. And by the time I got home, I ate something. I went to Wawa, got me a sandwich and kind of like chilled, and I had me an iced coffee. Y'all know I gotta have my Dunkin's iced coffee. And I was like, okay, let's craft. So I needed to make, rest in peace, Ebony, you will be missed. I love you, cousin. I wanted to make a back to school shirt for my daughter. So I went on Creative Fabrica and I downloaded the design and I added my daughter's name, which I will insert the clip of me editing that design so I can put it on a shirt for her. So for those of you guys who've been following me for a while, you guys know that last year I moved to a different apartment and I'm on the second floor. So I do have a Brother PE800, and I was like, I just want to embroider. That's all I want to do. It will uplift me. I just want to embroider. So after doing up the design, and I don't know if you guys do it, but when here's the picture of the design. So I always print off, I guess in the beginning when I was learning, I always print off the stops. Like, I always write on here, like if it's the placement, stitch, the applique, just so I remember, like when I'm switching threads and stuff like that. So I got my little four-legged son in here. That's why I keep looking back, because I gotta make sure he ain't chewing on nothing he ain't supposed to. I done gave him a little snack bone, and he's got his regular bone in here, but still, you gotta watch them little dogs. So I printed this off, and I'm like, it was like about 10:20, and I'm like, let me go walk the dog and see if my neighbors downstairs are home, because when I got home, they weren't there. So I go outside and I walk the dog, and one of my neighbors that live downstairs, truck is there and the other one was not. So I was like, okay. So as soon as I came back inside, my front door camera went off, and the other neighbor who lives downstairs, she came out to walk her dogs. I was like, daggone it, because I feel like by me being on the second floor that my embroidery machine may be like a little loud, for downstairs. So now I'm kind of bummed because I really wanted to embroider. So what I'm going to do is, I've got her school design, just one of them that I want to do, done, and I'm going to list all the threads, the thread numbers that I use. I'm going to list all of them. I like to do that, so like if somebody wants the same design I do, I already know the thread numbers, so I don't have to find and match up or anything like that. I write down a thread number on here, so it's quick to find. Boom, boom, boom. So I'm going to look at probably an embroidery design for Halloween. Kind of see something I can, embroider for my daughter. So I'm going to bring you guys along with me tonight, and I'm going to get everything set up so I can embroider tomorrow on Sunday. So let's go ahead and look for our next design. Hey guys, so it is 1:17 in the morning and I'm still up. I'm tired, but I just can't go to sleep. So I've been doing some things on the computer, trying to do a little bit of organizing in my craft room because it's definitely a mess. I still got a lot to do. I found a whole bunch of shirts I had purchased to do designs, shirts, well, for my daughter that I haven't done yet. So I was getting those organized, and now I'm about to pick out the thread for each design. So like I showed you earlier, this is one of the designs we're going to be doing. So this design has like 14 color changes, and this one right here, this is a Halloween design. I think they have like 7 color changes. So I'm just gonna pick out the thread. For those of you guys who've been following me for a long time, you guys know that the By Mira 15 needle machine is like my dream machine, and it's still going to take me a while to get there, to get that machine, because financially to have it, and plus I'm on the 2nd floor, so I really need to wait until I move until my next move to get that machine, because it's extremely heavy and I think it would be too loud to have that machine on the 2nd floor. But that's my dream machine. But I've been looking at like a little more compact multi needle machines. I looked at a Janome and a Elna. They're light. They're like 40 to 50 pounds. And I don't think it would be that loud to have that. So that would be like my starter machine, but I still have to save for that, right? So it's still going to be a while to get that. But looking at this 14 color change, I really wish I had a multi-needle embroidery machine. It would make things so much easier. Let me get my little sheet here. I use this little color sheet to help me pick out the colors. A multi-needle would be awesome right now at this point, but I'm definitely going to get it. Trust and believe. That is one of my dream pieces of equipment for my business. That will definitely, I'll be able to scale it with a multi-needle machine. But right now, we are going to use my brother's PE800 machine, and I wish I had actually started off with a multi-needle machine, because I grew out of this machine quick. And if you have the funds, whatever your pockets can afford, get it. But if you can afford getting a multi-needle machine, it will be so much better to get when you're embroidering. Especially if this is something that you plan on doing long term for your business. But definitely gonna get my buy one day. But I might start off with either like a Janome or an Elna, just to kind of have. I think I looked at it's like a 4 needle embroidery machine, and I think what the Janome was 5 or 6 or something like that. I can't remember that I looked at. So I might start to figure out and start saving for that to get one of those, just to start. But I will be getting my By Mira 15 needle machine one day. Hey guys, so it is 2:07 in the morning, and I am still. So I've been sitting here watching Angela Jasmina. I love her videos. She's one of my favorite crafters, embroiderers. So I picked out all my thread. This is how I number it. Put all the numbers up here of the thread I want to use, and I have them lined up right here. So when I go to embroider, I'll be all set, good to go. And I already know the numbers. And I always save these. That probably, it seems like it's a lot of work, but I just figured it's easier for me to pick the colors. And if I have to redo them later on down the road, all I gotta do is pick the numbers. Boom, there it is. I ain't got to sit here and try to match up and all that kind of stuff. So I am gonna call it a night. As you guys can see in my face, I am sleepy. But I'm sleepy, but I can't go to sleep. But I'm gonna make myself go to sleep. So my family's in town because they came down for the services, and my mom is cooking breakfast in the morning. So I'm gonna go to her house. So I'm gonna try to get me a couple hours sleep, get some rest. And my daughter, she comes back home tomorrow evening. She's at her dad's house, so she comes home tomorrow evening. So I miss my baby girl. Love you, Bianca. So I can't wait to see her and hang out with her and spend some time with her. So I'm gonna go ahead and close out this vlog for today. So this is where my mic died. So basically at the end, I was just saying that I was going to record myself the next day doing the embroidery, and I was probably gonna go ahead and end the vlog now because I was tired. So thank you guys so much for watching, and see you next time.